nothing covered that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known. And Yahushua is telling them, I'm going to tell you what to say. Or the Ruach is going to tell you what to say, that same self hour, to those people in your life, and they're going to be mad at you. They be like, nah, get out of here. I don't want to hear that. Just like one individual told me, I don't want to hear that, Robert. I'm like, oh boy, you don't want to hear this life-saving information. Okay. And another individual told me, I don't need no mystery right now. I need the real thing. When I asked him, was he praying about his situation to the Most High? He was calling the Most High a mystery because of his stinking lifestyle. Because of his culture, he calling the Most High a mystery. But the Most High, just like I told him, he woke you up this morning. He gave you air this morning. He gave you an opportunity to turn to him this morning. But you calling him a mystery. Because you mad at him because he's allowing you to go down through there with the mess you're creating for yourself. He's a mystery because he won't just save you out of your stink. When he's giving you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And when you start telling folks this, family, they don't want to hear it. Like, get away from here, Robert. I don't want to hear your mouth. Okay. And they don't want to hear the report. They see the report. Matter of fact, you ran the streets with most of them. Or they seen you out there running the streets. They seen you coming in getting high. Telling the war stories. They know this. The family members, they know more than anybody else. But let's look at who Yahushua referred to being more guilty than these folks here in Sodom and Gomorrah. And we see that in Genesis 18:23 through 32. It's where Abraham intercedes with Yahuwah on behalf of the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. The cities were facing destruction due to their wickedness. Just like most folks are out here now. We're crying aloud and sparing not and telling them about themselves. Because we used to run with them. We're saying, look, I know what you're doing. I know your mess. You keep trying to blame everybody else but yourself. I used to do the same. No, it's not from your parents because you had a bad start. How long you gonna lean on that excuse? Ain't nobody had a perfect childhood. If everybody lean on that excuse, wouldn't nobody get right in life. What you gonna do? Abraham's bargaining. Yahuwah initially stated he would spare the cities if 50 righteous people were found. Abraham continued to ask Yahuwah to reduce the number, and Yahuwah kept agreeing. He reduced the number to 45, 40, 30, 20, 20. Finally, Abraham asked if Yahuwah would spare the cities for the sake of 10 righteous people. Family, don't you know that's really sad? It's really sad. And when I was praying and thinking about this, the reason why they want no righteous folks in the city was because no one spoke up. Their silence was compliance. Of course, there was many that crying the blues and in the back rooms complaining, but they never stood up. They never sacrificed themselves for what they saw going on, saying, well, if I die, I just die. I got to say something. It's not right what they doing to these little boys. It's not right what they doing to these little children. It's not right what they doing to these strangers coming into these towns, raping them and what they say, essaying them. It's the right word to say these days, essaying them and taking their manhood and their childhood from them. Abraham, who knew Lot lived in Sodom, pleaded with Yahuwah to spare the cities, if at least 10 righteous people could be found. However, Yahuwah did not find 10 such people. He couldn't find, that's what I was about to say. He couldn't find 10 people out of 2 cities. 2 major cities. Now, family, this says cities, not towns. So everybody was silent there who weren't doing the mess. Everybody else was silent and in compliance. And the text also says in all of that plain. So it was 2 cities and a huge plain, or 2 cities on a huge plain. And we can look at that today as the whole world. And we'll get to that. Angels and Lot's rescue. The angels' arrival. 2 angels disguised as men. Oh, disguised as who? They won't disguise as no women were they? You'll see why I'm tickled. Visited Lot in Sodom. 2 angels disguised as men visited Lot in Sodom. The men of Sodom surrounded Lot's house, demanding that Lot hand over the visitors so they could know them carnally. They wanted to essay them. Stank, I ain't gonna cuss. I almost let that one go. Stank folk. And Lot made an offer. As a terrible offer, Lot offered his 2 virgin daughters to the men instead of the angels. Family, how many of y'all know, I was going to save this till later, but how many of y'all know this was Yahuwah testing the city? He was like, I hear tell they doing some stank there. I hear tell they doing some stank there. Y'all 2 fellas go and disguise yourself as men and see how they react. And they took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. The angels intervened, striking the men with blindness. And then they forcibly removed Lot and his family from the city. They instructed Lot's family to run to the hills and not to look back. Sounds like when the 10 virgins were instructed to know the family. But 5 of them didn't follow the instructions. They didn't go and prepare filling up their lamps with oil before time. And really that filling of the lamps with the oil is studying to show yourself approved for these times. You're getting in there laying before the Most High, praying, seeking his face, and he's telling you secrets. He's letting you know what's on deck. But you're not going to know if you're not studying to show yourself approved. Him teaching you what's happening, what's coming. All you're going to say is, he been saying it was, what the script, they asked Peter, the Most High is not slow concerning his promises, but he's giving folks time in order that all will be saved. That's his desire. But we know ain't no all going to be saved. Most won't. Just a few, a remnant. Destruction of Sodom. Fire and sulfur. As Lot and his family fled towards Zoar, Yahuwah rained sulfur and fire from heaven, destroying Sodom, Gomorrah, and the entire valley. One version says the entire plain. And these are notes I'm reading, but the text says the entire plain. And I want y'all to take notice of this note here, and it's in the script. Who rained down fire and sulfur? I'll wait. You can back the recording up and hear it for yourself. Yahuwah did. The Most High did. Mr. Love himself. That everybody say, God is love. Okay, fella. Lot's wife disobeyed the angel's instructions and looked back at the destruction, becoming a pillar of salt. Sadly, most folks today, worldwide, are in the same condition as the men of Sodom and Lot's wife. They are caught up in all types of wickedness and are the family members that refuse to let them go, hit their rock bottom and learn their own lessons, and pursue Yahuwah wholeheartedly to escape the coming judgment. Nah, they want to pamper them. They still want to be there for them. Even when they know that they ain't nothing, they ain't hitting on nothing, they're going to do what they do until they can't do it no more. and would never call on the Most High.